What's going on, everybody? My name's Adam with AMC Detailing out of Tulare, California. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you how I started my detailing business.
All right, Adam, I have a question for you. How'd you get started in your detailing business?
Well, I went out, I bought a trailer, and I bought the essentials. I bought a water tank, generator, hose reel, pressure washer, a bunch of chemicals, and prayed.
All right. How did you know what you needed?
I actually watched a lot of YouTube videos of other mobile detail setups. Obviously, I knew that I was going to need, those things. I was just more or less concerned with how I was going to make it work inside of a trailer. But after watching other people's setups, it was pretty easy to put together. We had everything together in about a day and a half.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
And how long have you been detailing?
About 12 years.
12 years. How about full-time?
Full-time, about 8 months.
12 years to 8 months.
Yep.
What happened in between?
Well, the Navy happened in between.
Yeah.
The other couple years, I was too young to even start a business. Way too young to start a business. I was in the Navy for 5 years, and once I got out of the Navy, I went to work for my father-in-law for about a month and a half doing construction, and I realized that wasn't for me, and so I took a leap, and I went for the detailing business.
Got it. And what do you think was the hardest thing going full-time into this? Did you jump into this full-time, or you had like a day job at first?
No, I jumped into it full-time. I didn't have any fallbacks. Jumping into it, it was definitely scary at first, but with persistence and just nonstop, positive attitude, it all paid off, and it's paying off every day. We never get to really slow down, but that's a good thing in this business.
Hey Adam, so you chose to get a trailer.
Yep.
Why not a van, cargo van, like the other detailers?
So I had just recently bought a new truck, and I didn't want to take on a whole nother payment because those vans are not cheap. So I've seen a guy, he runs the YouTube channel Suds and Go. So I saw his trailer setup that he did. Mine's not anything like his, but his was really sweet. So I was like, I can do that on a cheaper budget. So I did it, and it's nice to be able to keep your truck separate from work. So whenever you unhook the trailer, it's just you. It's not you in the business. It's just you and your wife and your kids going wherever you want to go.
All right, Adam. So you're full-time, or do you have like a day job?
Nope, full-time. This is my only job.
How many cars do you try doing a day or a week?
So in a day, I like to have at least 4 or 5 lined up. On a good day, we can do upwards of 9 to 10 cars, depending on what's being done. But yeah, I'd say 4 to 5 cars. That's our typical try to do every kind of day.
Is there a certain amount of cars or a certain amount you try to make a day?
More or less a certain amount.
Yeah.
I like to, when I first started, I wanted to try and do $500 a day. At that time, $500 a day was where I wanted to be. Now I try to push more towards $1,000 a day.
Dang.
If I can't make it, $500 a day is still really good, and that's very attainable now. But yeah, that's where we're at. Not necessarily the amount of cars, but the monetary amount is what we try to push for.
And I see you have a helper.
I do.
When did you bring him in?
About 3 months ago.
Why?
I needed help.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was struggling. Yeah, without him, we wouldn't be able to push nearly the amount of cars we do, which, it's just a big help. Without him, I was struggling to meet the next appointment time every time, and so I realized that I needed to do something about it.
Is he the first person you hired?
He is.
Is he your relative or?
Yep, yeah, he's my brother-in-law.
Oh, there you go.
Yep,
All right. Start with family.
Yep.
So, do you already know what to expect for summer, or you're gonna figure it out?
I do know what to expect. It's really, really fast-paced work, especially when we're talking exterior. The water likes to dry on these cars very quickly because it's really hot. As far as the interior, even working on the interior, there's certain things that you can't do in the summer that you can do in the winter. On really dirty cars during the winter, we can spray directly onto the panels and not worry about it drying up. During the summer, you have to make sure you spray on a rag, because if you spray directly onto a surface, it's so hot that it'll evaporate on it, and it'll leave like little stains in the door or whatever panel it is.
Yeah. And you ready for the heat?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I don't like it, but I'm ready for it.
You said you were in the Navy.
I was in the Navy.
Do you feel that training prepare you for the detailing? You know, the long hours, the labor, the environment.
Yeah, so I think that's maybe, if there is any bit of an edge, I think that's maybe an edge I have on my competition, is that I am used to working really, really long hours in really hot and stressful situations. These situations aren't very stressful, but they're hot. They can take multiple hours. There's been a lot of sleepless nights. So yeah, I'd say in that aspect, yeah, it's helped me out a lot.
How's the detail going at them?
Oh, it's going pretty good so far. Making some headway on it. Just getting the grime out little by little.
Yeah? So, I got here a little late, but this car, you said it was 1 through 10. 10 being the worst. How was it?
I'd say it's probably like a solid 8.
Yeah?
Solid 8.
And when the car's super dirty like that, do you charge a little bit extra, or just part of the job, part of the fee?
No, so when it comes to certain things, like if you on my website, I have that everything is dependent on the vehicle's condition. And so for this one, we are going to be charging our standard rate only because we have done quite a bit of work with this guy, and we're going to continue to do more. So we're just going to charge him the standard fee.
So it's not just this vehicle.
Right.
He provided 2 other vehicles for you today?
Yes, so it's that one, that PT Cruiser. There's another one over there, this one.
All
and
right.
then he also mentioned more vehicles at a later date.
How often do you detail for him?
This will be the third time. Third time? Yep.
How do you think he found you?
I don't remember, actually. I don't remember, because I think I did ask him. Now I know that we have mutual friends. One of my very, very, very loyal customers does work with this guy as well, so maybe that's how.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, word of mouth.
You got it. What you doing, Adam?
Oh, we're gonna try and restore these headlights.
All right.
See what we can do for them.
What chemical are you using?
This is an Aero product. This is a medium cut compound, and these pads are Americana pads. This is a heavy cut pad by Americana. This pad's a little worn. Typically I like to use those ones, but I actually ran out of some good ones, so we have to work with what we've got. I don't think they're going to turn out perfect the way I like them to, but I mean, in comparison, there's a huge difference.
Huge difference. How come lights get like that? You know why?
I think it's just the UV rays. When it mixes with that plastic for so long, it just causes that heavy oxidation on there.
Hey Adam, so you started this business 8 months ago. Well, full time.
Yeah,
8 months ago. What's one of the hardest things that you've had to encounter going full time? When you jumped into it, did you have some money saved at least?
Not really.
No?
No, not really. I mean, I had probably more than I guess most people would have.
Yeah.
I think to start this, I financed the trailer, but then everything inside of it was my own personal money, and that was about $5,000. But yeah, no, I think the biggest hurdle that I've encountered was probably like staying positive when it was slow, because at first it was really, really busy, and then summer or winter came and it was a little slow. It was enough to get through, but it was pretty slow compared to the summer. But yeah, I'd say that was the biggest thing, just staying positive and keeping your chin up, because I was actually watching one of your videos, and I remembered one of the guys said that the biggest thing to do is to stay positive and stick with it, and if you stick with it, good things will come. Yeah. And I mean, it was true. You just got to stick with it.
So you went through the winter.
Yep.
Noticed a big decline?
Oh yeah.
Just enough to survive type of thing?
Basically just enough to survive, yeah.
What are you gonna do this year, this winter?
So this year, I think it's gonna be a little different, just because we've gained so much more clientele. We've made a little bit of more of a name for ourselves. But in reality, what we're gonna do this year is save most of the income that we've created throughout the other months for the winter, so that way we're not sweating it whenever the winter comes around, even if we aren't busy.
So what are we doing right here, Adam?
We are emptying the extractor. See what we got from this extraction.
Do you try showing the customers whenever possible?
Only if it's really dirty.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is kind of satisfying, like seeing what comes out of here. It's also kind of creepy too, to think that, you know, especially on cloth seats. It doesn't really matter when it's just where your feet go, but on interiors that are cloth seats, it's pretty nasty when you see the stuff that comes out of your seats. So that's how I started my detailing business. Let me know how you started your detailing business. And if you like this video, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.